Right now, I'm looking at the Appendix 1 on the SSL computer operation manual, and right now I'm at the same screen as the session page. So, as you can see right there, and my timecode frames per second is 30. I'm not using a drop frame, and as you can see on the manual, it says 24, 25, 30 frames per second. It corresponds to film EBU or SMT. And right now we're at 30, so SMT. And that's correct because it says SMT at the top, and I'm using a Otari MTR tape machine with a SMT timecode on channel 1. I sent the output to SSL read. So everything looks pretty much correct. Yeah, I'm not using drop frame, and okay, so I'm gonna type end. Okay, so now it's back to this screen, and I'm gonna go set up a new mix. Do you want to see more? No. Okay, so setup mix, execute. Okay, so now you can see it's back to the new mix, and you can see the time code is running on the left hand, the right hand side right there with the star next to the SMT. Okay, so I'm gonna press enter or execute again. And you can see now we're at the bar graphs and the same problem. So I'm pretty sure the timecode setting is correct. Setting up a new mix, all right. So, that's exactly what I did. Okay, so I'm gonna end this. So setup, mix, execute. You may adjust status now, press execute to continue, okay? So,
if the tape needs to be located, press the mix on off. Okay, so mix on off.
okay, so it says mix enabled, ready, all right?
Okay. Now type any locate command. Okay, so go to title. Okay, go to title, execute. Okay, so it will look like that.
Okay, so here's the mix with the titles and all the time code for, you can see lin test is at 0 minutes and 11 seconds. And then June 30 is on 1 minute and 30 seconds. Also another thing right now, my screen says this. So it says Sony 3348 offline, MTR 100 offline. So I'm not really sure. The time code is 3 minutes and 24 seconds and 27 seconds. And you can see all the channels look like this for now, right? 1 to, all the way up to 48. And the master fader and the groups. So I'm gonna go ahead and press play. Right now it's playing, so the SMT is playing. And the manual says I can adjust the mix, even though it's not showing up here, but I'm gonna go ahead and just do a test. I'm gonna bring up all the faders from 25 to 48. Okay, and then I'll let it run for a minute, so up to 4 minutes and 27 seconds. And then after, I'm gonna press end, which is supposed to save the mix. So I'm gonna let it run for another 10 seconds. As you can see, 25 to 48, the faders, they're not all the way up like it's here. So, okay, so it's about 10 seconds. I can press end. Okay, so the mix ended when I press end, and it's back to the default. It's not in absolute mode. So I'm gonna press stop, go back to 3 minutes and, around 3 minutes and 20 seconds, around that time. Okay. So I'm gonna press play. It's gonna be playing 3 minutes and 31 seconds. Let's go ahead and see. Setup, mix. Yeah, so as you can see, it actually stored my data. Yeah, so let me do another test. I'm gonna go to 3 minutes and say same time. Let's go to the same time. I'm gonna do the faders, like I'm gonna ride them. So 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's go up to 40 for now, just for now. Okay, 40, it's all at absolute 0. Okay, it's not moving there, right? So at 4 minutes, I'm gonna raise it up. Okay, so 4 minutes. And about 4 minutes and 30 seconds, I'm gonna bring it back all the way down. And let me see if it reacts. If there's any reactions. Because I think it's interesting how it still memorizes what I did, but not when when I'm mixing. It doesn't show the bars moving up and down, but just want to see if it still can record the mix. Okay, so now it's all the way down at around 4 minutes and 40 seconds. Okay, now I'm gonna press end and see if it memorizes everything. Okay, so I'm gonna rewind back to 3 minutes and 20 seconds, around that time. Okay, so what I did earlier was from channels 25 to 40, I brought all the faders down and up and then down again. So let's see if it memorizes that. So I'm gonna press play. Okay, it's working up there. Setup mix. Execute. So as you can see, 25 to 40, the fader is all down, right? Okay. So I remember around 4 minutes, I brought the faders back up.